Hello everyone and welcome to a new WorldWarZ Aftermath video because a new update has given us new prestige perks for all the classes. So after prestige 5, now 4 and 5, you can now unlock 4 more prestige perks for each class up to prestige 9. So prestige 9 may sound confusing because up to prestige 4 you unlock the 4th prestige perk. Prestige 5 you unlock only the portrait, so be aware you need prestige 6 in order to unlock the 5th prestige perk, which can be a little confusing. But before any further delay, let's have a look at each prestige perk for all the classes. I'm gonna give my initial opinion, although I may need to test them a little bit more in order to have a better opinion. So how can you see all the prestige perks? Well, when you unlock prestige 6, you unlock and see all the perks. I'm going to unlock for all the classes. Fortunately, I have enough money and I plan to level up my classes, all of the classes. Good luck me and to all of you who want to unlock all the prestige. It will take a lot of time. However, there are a few options I will share with you without playing the game. So let's start with the Gunslinger. The first prestige is My Bad 2. You take 10% less friendly fire damage. It seems okay, although I'm not very happy with this, to be honest, but it's okay. So I want badge from this spot is the prestige rank 7. After the end of durability of the stationary machine gun, there is a 10% chance, 5% for horde mode, to receive an additional one. Okay, this is actually pretty good, especially if this applies to all your allies, because usually the Gunslinger, it's better to have your weapon because you need to proc the Warface. And as far as I know, Warface doesn't proc if you kill them with a stationary machine gun, although I may be wrong. You can, if you want, you can correct me in the comments below. But anyway, this is excellent if it's applied to the whole team. 10% chance may seem low, but 1 out of 10 you can get an extra stationary machine gun. In some maps, this can be excellent. In others, not so much, but in certain maps, this can be just excellent. 5% even in horde mode, if you get an extra stationary machine gun, yeah, it can help a lot the team. Now, hold the line. Handling of primary and secondary weapons increased by 10%. It's okay. Could be better. But we get what we get. Handling is not my favorite side. It's good, but 10% only for handling, it's okay. But thankfully, we have the Prestige 9 Slate of Hand, 25% switch faster weapons. It's actually pretty good because now we had the Sort It Out as a regular perk, and we had to sacrifice the Slate of Hand 150% chance switcheroo, and with the switcheroo you could play with switcheroo, or you could switch to your heavy weapons faster and or secondary weapons. Now that we have this actually goes very well with Sort It Out. So yeah, this is pretty good and highly appreciated. Let's move on to the Hellraiser. Effective range of pistols and secondary weapon SMGs is increased by 50%. Okay, look. If I use a pistol, usually you will either with a Hellraiser be realistic where you use a pistol or we don't care, or you're going to use the thumper as a secondary weapon. You can have the option to start with the PDWs and Janta, but it's okay because it's 50% increase at least. It's not like 10 to 80%. 50% increase could be good, especially if you have a shotgun for the main weapon, you have your pistol and you want to kill a far screamer. This can be okay. Reloading speed of secondary weapons decreased by 15%. Okay, I want to see how this affects the thumper. If this makes it very good, makes a huge difference, it could be good. Otherwise, usually you won't use your secondary weapon. Secondary weapon most of the times will either be the thumper or probably nothing for the Hellraiser. So 50%, it's 50% at least. So this is my honest opinion, at least 50%, so better than nothing. Knock Knock 2, 10% chance of using breaching charge without spending it. So this is the fixer, which is it's called Knock Knock 2. Yeah, it's the same from the fixer, exactly the same. So it's 10% chance whenever you use a breaching charge, and you can start with a breaching charge with a Hellraiser. So basically we have now the fixer and the Hellraiser passive abilities, handle breaching charges. Okay, appreciate it, better than nothing, I guess. It can help with some situations. Your explosives can kill 5% more targets. Look, when I initially saw that, I was like, okay, but this, if its explosive can kill 5% more targets, I don't know how much it affects the MGL, especially the Super MGL. The Super MGL, as far as I know, kills 14 targets per hit and has 17 shots. It's a lot of zombies. So the 5%, if it kills 2 extras, for example, 1 or 2 extras, 2 extras, this makes a huge difference. Like a lot of more zombies to kill. But for the final perk, I would increase it to 10%, I think. Although you have a lot of explosive kills for the Hellraiser, but that's the point. Hellraiser is to play explosive. You have the directed blast. Although, if I was the developers, I would just have this, like, remove it and wind it here. Have it a passive ability, directed blast, because we play with explosives. We don't need to choose the directed blast, and have this something else like 10% more targets or something. Okay, let's move on to the medic. Empathy 2. Using the steam pistol on a teammate will also additionally apply 10% of its effect to you. Okay, this actually is pretty decent. I think there is another one using also apply 50% of the effects to you, so it's not bad. For a free 10% temporary HP every time you use it, this is actually very good. It will encourage new players to not steam themselves, because you can steam someone and get effectiveness passively without investing here, especially since you can get much better options than this. So yeah, this is pretty good, pretty appreciated. Steam pistol raise increased by 10%, another 10%, I think. Yeah, we have 25%, another 10%, the 7th rank. I would increase it another 25%. I know it would be overpowered, but come on, it's prestige rank 7. Give us something better. It's appreciated 10% extra, but come on, 25% to have 50%. So prestige 8, hyper vitaminosis. Oh my god, yeah, sorry for the pronunciation. Hyper vitaminosis. After using a medkit, you will restore 10% of its effect to a random ally. Oh my god, this is excellent. Now, look how excellent this is for a medic. Look. You have this. 25% of the medkit applies to you. You use the medkit to heal an ally. 25% goes to you, and another 10% to an ally. So each medkit now heals 3 people at least. Yourself, the one you heal, and a random ally. And you have the combat medic, or the, I don't know, combat medic is the best probably now. And you can just kill 3 persons with a medkit. It's just okay. The medic is one of the best. It was one of the best, but now, yeah, this is one of the best prestige now I've ever seen. I really like it. Paramedic 2, revive speed increased by 10%. Okay, revive speed is always useful, especially for a passive perk. Always appreciated 10%. For a final, I think this is more ranked for a final perk, the best perk, rather than this. It's good, but don't get me wrong, I think this is much better, because it's 3 heals with 1 medkit, and this is okay. Sometimes you revive them faster, but this is 3 heals every time you heal. Let's go Fixer. Fixer, we have the Prestige 6. Reviving a teammate will restore 10% of primary weapon ammunition to you and your teammate. Very situational to just 10% only primary, not just primary and secondary. We're this cheap. Sorry, I'm speaking my mind, but okay. Some situational things. Prestige Raven 7, I'd made it myself. Auto turret ammunition is increased by 10% for all team. This sounds pretty good. I don't know how long or how much ammunition have the 2 turrets, or how long can they shoot. Can they shoot for, 40 seconds, 1 minute? It depends. If it's for 1 minute, this is like 60 seconds, so it's 66 seconds. 6 more seconds, for example. Not bad. Especially, I think there are other with auto turrets, but restore deplete auto turrets. There are some other perks that can synergize, but this is actually pretty okay because it's for the whole team at least. You don't have to apply it, so pretty good. Prestige level 8 Kevlar. After reviving an ally, both you take 25% less damage for 5 seconds. Okay. It's 25% less damage for 5 seconds. I would prefer if that was like 50%, although it sounds a little overpowered, but would appreciate it. It's okay, I think, not the best. they could do. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this one. It's okay, but not a big fan. And Sleight of Hand. Actually, Sleight of Hand, I like it even for the fixer. As a fixer, you can play with multiple weapons. You can have your primary weapon with a lot of penetration for the horde, a secondary weapon better suited for longer range, something like that, and you use heavy weapons. You can either use the My Round 2 or have the payload rifle. Usually take the payload rifle to handle some specials. So Sleight of Hand will manage your rotation a little better, switching out your weapons. So yeah, Sleight of Hand is actually pretty good. Let's go to the Slasher. Prestige 6 is killing a stunned special zombie restores 5% of your primary weapon ammunition. Once again, only primary, not secondary, and only killing a special zombie, not killing a zombie. So you can stun a lot of zombies and just 5% for each zombie. This could be okay, I guess. Usually you stun to kill the bull or the infector that are problematic, but wait a second. Okay, killing a stun. Okay, that doesn't say with melee, now that I say it. If that applies with range, could be good because, for example, we can stun a group like that has a gas bug, infector, or something else, and you can, I don't know, shoot with range, especially the gas bug. That's problematic to kill it in melee and get 5% primary ammunition back. It's okay, I guess. Could be better, but it's okay. Prestige level 7, get lost. Electric grid can kill 5% more zombies for all team. Okay, this is good. If this is for the whole team, everything that's for the whole team is very good. 5% more zombies, better than nothing, I guess, because for the whole team. And especially this contributes with the bandolier. It will stack with the bandolier that Exterminator has and the Fixer has. This is actually not bad. Swapping mags. SMG reload speed is increased by 5%. Prestige 8, 5% reload speed, are you kidding me? For only SMGs. This, look, I don't like it so much because it's underwhelming. It's only for one type of weapon, SMGs. I would either increase this to 15 or 30%, although it sounds a lot. It's for only one type of weapon, or just increase it for 10% for everything that a lot of other classes had. Very disappointing for rank 8. Wheatgrass 2, the rank 9 health increased by 5%. So health is actually pretty good for the Slasher, especially considering you have a lot of damage reduction. You have the Nimble, and you have temporary HP. You can get from the Vigor, you can get from the one-handed axe, the Tomahawk, I think. So temporary health scales with your health. You can have this, the Wheatgrass, 30% health, and this actually, as far as I know, for the Extreme, because the Exterminator has the Wheatgrass too, it's actually one extra hit as far as I know, so it's pretty good and it's much better for the Slasher because for the Nimble extra temporary HP, so it's pretty good. I'm very happy. Moving on to the Exterminator, the class has started to leveling up. So Dragonhide 2, fire resistance for all your allies increased by 10%. I'm very disappointed for this because we already have Hollywood 2. Explosive fire damage dealt to yourself and your teammates is reduced by 50%. So 50 and 10, like if this stacks, it's like 60%, but only for fire resistance, not for explosives, and only 10%. Okay, I know the Prestige perks are meant to be like weak, but I expected something better for the Prestige 6, to be honest. It's okay, but I expected something better. Prestige rank 7, Rose Hip. Barbed wire can kill 10% more targets for all team. Okay, I like it. Especially this stacking with where is it? My favorite perk, the bandolier, 25% extra things, the durability for defenses. If this stacks with this, the durability of defenses and the 10% more kills, it's actually pretty good. And because you're Exterminator, you apply defenses, so it's good. Throw distance for more lot of increase by 25%. Not happy with this. I don't like this perk and I don't like this perk because occasionally for Exterminator, I want to go, especially now that we have this, I want to go with Claymores. And that means I will have 2 less perks to work with. Molotovs, to be honest, are not the best to dealing with the specials unless you know they're here and the splash damage hits them because the splash damage deals a lot of the initial damage. Otherwise, the fire can deal with them. Molotovs are good, because you can just throw them, you don't have to plan them ahead, especially for the horde mode, and you don't, not for the horde mode. This could be good for the horde mode because you can just throw them very far away, as far as I think. But for the horde mode, personally, I prefer to go with claymores because I want to fire claymores. A fire for the claymores, it's pretty good. Could be okay, but personally, for a prestige rank 8 only for claymores, I'm not very happy with it. And prestige rank 9 bandolier too. All defense skins you install can kill 10% more targets and have 10% more ammo capacity. This is S tier, the best prestige perk I have ever seen. Although, all defense kits you install. Okay, hear me out, WorldWarZ players, if you hear this message. Whenever you see a fully Exterminator which will have a specific, you will see, I will show you in another video because I haven't unlocked all the prestige, of course. Whenever you're fully prestige, you will have a specific portrait. So whenever you see Exterminator with that portrait, please don't touch the defenses. Leave all the defenses, please, to Exterminator. This, in combination with Command Engineer, is like you're the best defense killing machine you have ever seen. And it stacks with this, so every defense has more ammo and can kill more targets and has more ammo capacity. Very, very, very well, very, very well. I'm very happy with this. Now that's a Prestige 9 perk. You have and say, okay, I want to grind to this. I want to get this. I like this. Let's move on to the Dronemaster. Command Dronemaster, I hope you are good. Quadrocopter range, the number of stun shots or kills the quadrocopter can perform, is increased by 5%. Okay, that's good. Extra kills for the quadrocopter, the longer we can have it, especially if we have a pistol quadrocopter, which is actually good. The pistol quadrocopter, I like it, but sometimes it depletes very fast, especially if it has a lot of range. But yeah, this is pretty good. 5% extra kills. We need the quadrocopter the longer it sits because the passive abilities depend on the quadrocopter, so yeah, that's pretty good. Handyman as a prestige rank 7, your quadrocopter will automatically reload auto turrets with 10 meters every 30 seconds. Okay, this is, look, a lot of times I play and I want to reload the auto turret, but I'm already swarmed. And I want to reload the auto turret because it's closer to the swarm and it will give you some breather. With this, is especially if it works with sharing is caring. This, you have two people that can reload the auto turrets for free. Yes, please. Yes, this is very good. Especially things are hectic. You have if you have infinite swarms, especially the Phoenix, I think, missions, there are infinite swarms a lot of time. You don't have the time to go and reload, go do the thing, go kill the zombies. So yeah, this is pretty good. I personally like it. And the auto turrets can help a lot to cover a specific section. So yeah, I personally like it. Okay, Prestige rank 8 as a team. The speed of setting up defensive kits is increased by 50% for a player, followed by a drone. Okay, once again, sharing is caring. Have an Exterminator with all the new perks. Throw a drone at him or her, or whatever they call themselves. Throw a drone at them, and then 50% faster. Okay, and let them cook. Let them do their job. Go and say, okay, Exterminator, apply other defenses. This is excellent. This is very good if it works, once again, with sharing is caring. That means the Exterminator always gets your drone, especially if they have Command Engineer or the Prestige 9. So excellent, excellent for the whole team. Yes, yes, yes. I like this. This feels like a Prestige rank 9, to be honest. Especially combined with an Exterminator. Even without Exterminator, the fact that you can apply the defenses 50% faster, so even two people, you and your a teammate can apply it faster, it will make a huge difference. Especially the Phoenix, once again, I think you have a 1 minute in specific situations to apply defenses, which is ridiculous, especially if you are solo, and this will help a lot. So yeah, I like it. Prestige rank 9, he can do it all. Receive 2 seconds of invulnerability when the quadrocopter is depleted, applies to the person it's following. So for 2 seconds after the quadrocopter leaves, you're immune to all damage. That sounds pretty good if you initially think about it. Yeah, it sounds good. However, I don't know how you can time it to have the value of the vulnerability for 2 seconds. So you don't know when the quadrocopter will be deployed. You don't have a timer. It's there, it's yellow, and then poof, it leaves. I don't know how well you may time it. This can randomly save you, to be honest. It's like, yo, I'm gonna die, the quadrocopter depletes, oh, invulnerability, I'm alive, why? Okay. So it's a little random, you cannot time it, it's only 2 seconds, which I understand, because if it was 5 seconds, that would be like, you can do a lot of things, especially if you have this, the fixer, the supply bag, and something like the frag grenades. You can throw the grenades, get the, because it bleeds I think with one, get the immunity, go grab again and just spam it. It would be fun, but okay. Final class, the Vanguard. Prestige rank 6. Carried ammo capacity for primary weapons increased by 5%. I think carried ammo for secondary weapons get 50%. Okay, for one, I don't know why the Vanguard has such bad perks. Sorry, bad. If you think they're bad, okay, they're not bad. They're underwhelming. If you don't like the word bad, they're underwhelming. Why? Why do I care about primary secondary weapon ammo? 5 and 15%. I don't care as a Vanguard. Have you played the Vanguard? Vanguard is either use a sit block, sit charge, block, melee, some range. During the swarm, okay, you go range, but during the middle parts, you want to handle the special, you want to block, you want something else, you don't want primary or secondary ammo. To be honest, in my opinion, this is very underwhelming. Don't bother him, Prestige rank 7. While using a mortar or stationary machine gun, you take 15% less damage. My god, this sounds good, but in my opinion, it's not. It's not, once again, underwhelming. 15% less damage is meh, especially since when you use a stationary machine gun, it's like you need to get covered. But what's the point for 15%? 15%, come on. Do it, reverse the numbers, 50% less damage. And then I may consider this as a valid perk, but 15%, whenever you, it's okay, yes, but underwhelming once again. I'm not very big fan. Prestige rank 8, strong genes. You can withstand for 2 seconds longer before turning after being infected. This sounds good. However, we have a passive perk, armor plate. You get shield protection for 3 seconds when you start to interact with something. This includes disinfecting. So basically, you have a free disinfect if you get infected by the infector or by the virus sample, and making this with a 10 seconds cooldown by the way, making this almost obsolete. So for a prestige rank 8, once again, it's okay 2 seconds longer, but in my opinion, pretty underwhelming. So finally, prestige rank 9, Harvester. Killing 15 zombies during a shield charge restores 5% rounds to the magazine of primary weapon. Are you kidding me? This is not April Fools. No yet. April Fools? April Fools? No? Oh, look. I don't know who designs the Vanguard or who green lights these changes. The Vanguard has the shortest stick from all the classes so far. The worst perks I've ever seen here. I don't know why should I now prestige 9 this class. First of all, most players won't use shield charge. Second of all, if you use shield charge, you won't kill 15 zombies during a shield charge, because you use a shield charge to go from point A to point B. To kill 15 zombies, you need either a very small group that a screamer will summon or to run through a pyramid. So what's the deal, dudes? Or however you don't know call yourselves, what's the deal, persons? Killing 15 zombies during shield charge restores 5% and only 5% to the magazine. You know the Gunslinger has a perk that for every headshot gets a 5% round to the magazine, right? And you need to use one of your precious shield charges, kill 15 zombies, restore 5% rounds to the magazine. And that's a prestige 9 perk. Okay, for all the developers, if they see this video, because I don't think they see my videos, they don't have a lot of views, but if they see it, the remote chance, please rework the Vanguard prestige, all the prestige perks. Okay, shield charge can now allow for an additional second. 50% more ammo. No, I don't want this. Replace this. All zombie damage reduced when you use a shield block. This is okay. Increase angle which attacks. Okay, this is okay. Apart from these two, remove all the other prestige and please rework them. Please make them feel like a Vanguard. Vanguard wants to block. Vanguard wants to shield charge faster. Make this your shield charge is faster. Charge is faster. I don't know. Magnetizes the zombie, or whenever you shield charge, you know, draw the zombies near you, something like that. Make it cooler. Make me want to prestige this. For now, I don't want to prestige Vanguard apart from prestige 7, my opinion. I don't want this, I don't need this, and I don't need this, to be honest. I will do it. I complain. I will do it in the end. I complain because I don't think a lot of players will do this because I don't think it's worth it. If you ask me, yeah, I don't think it's worth it. So let's move on to the weapons because we have new perks for the weapons. Not all the weapons, by the way, specific weapons. For the Sporty Carbine, we have a fourth primary perk for the primary perk. It's over the heads. Each headshot made with this weapon restores 20% sprint stamina. This sounds okay, however, we have reloading speed 25%, accuracy, or extra damage. This is actually pretty underwhelming, especially considering you don't need so much sprint stamina unless you want to speedrun for some reason, which I don't think you will. I don't really... it's okay, but very, once again, underwhelming, in my opinion. For the classic battle rifle, by the way, all the available perks are the primary perks, the fourth perk. So this requires 3 documents from Phoenix 3 chapter. So while you have more than 75% health, this weapon, I thought it was damage, but it is handling by 35%. Although handling is 5, what are the alternatives? 25% more damage to zombies, 1 round, this is the fixer weapon, or extra handling for 3 seconds every time you reload. So this is once again situational. If you play and you are not even if you're experienced, you can easily go below 75% health, especially for extreme, hitting 1 hit and up, bye-bye health. And increase handling, yeah, very underwhelming, especially the other options are considered are much better in my opinion, especially if you want to grab the Fixer or the Tiger Claw, or even First Mag can be better than this thing. So the SMG has a new primary perk, Plague Doctor. You need 3 documents from Phoenix Chapter 1. This weapon damage increased by 30% for 15 seconds after granting temporary health boost. Ah, look. Medics in this patch has a lot of wins, and this is one of extra win. Why? As far as I remember, you have 2 options with med. Gain extra stims. 30 seconds every time you kill special zombie, or 20 seconds every time you kill 15 zombies in straight rapid succession. And 30% extra damage is a lot. 30% for 15 seconds. And that applies to everyone. So some classes can get temporary health boost, but this is actually for the medic that can easily get the boost and use it. So yeah, this is pretty good. Especially considering the other options. Yeah, this is okay, one of the win perks, and I want now to farm the documents in chapter 1 to get this. The combat shotgun here too has a new perk called Guardian. This weapon reloading speed is increased by 20% if one of your allies has less than 50% health. Reloading speed bonus is stackable but can be higher than 50%. Okay. This, once again, situational. You can get it anytime with 400 blue coins. However, I think this is like the default perk. First of all, this makes the weapon the only weapon that has penetration 3 in the books. Increases also the range by 150% extra for the shotgun. So this makes the tier 2 shotguns one of the best weapons, this perk. So yeah, I don't want to replace this perk for this for Guardian, to be honest. I don't want to exchange that unless you want to use tier 2 weapon, the shotgun, for dealing only with specials and with the horde or something like that. Okay, just go for Guardian, but it's very situational once again. If your team does good and have more HP than 50%, you will never get this reload speed. If you play with bots, you may shoot them to take advantage of the 20% extra, but I don't know how else you can get the guarantee extra. I don't I don't see anyone say, okay, build your class to have low HP, trigger specific things. I don't think it's worth it. So yeah, pretty underwhelming once again. If I'm not mistaken, the compact shotgun also has a new perk, the secondary tier 2 shotgun. Killing a zombie with this weapon after a melee attack restores 1 melee stamina. So you need to kill a zombie after a melee attack. This sounds very interesting. So what? Melee attack, kill the zombie, get the melee stamina back. Melee attack, kill the zombie, get the melee stamina back. I don't know how this can be helpful, but I think this could be, considering that you have 6 magazine shots with this weapon, you can technically get 6 stamina melee back and use the other, just spam it. Pretty interesting. It's not completely useless, I think, but very situational and very slow. Definitely very slow for using it in horde situations, but for otherwise it's okay, I guess. Okay, this is a perk I immediately saw from the tier 3 Assault Carbine. I changed it immediately. Killing zombies increases weapon damage by 0.5%, up to 25% until you switch weapons. This is, oh my god. So you kill 50 zombies, 50-5-0, and you get 25% increased damage until you switch weapons. Imagine this thing in the hands now of the Gunslinger, which has basic power of 9, 25% extra damage from its perk, and stacking all the perks from the Gunslinger. This is a beast. Now it was a beast, but now this is an extra beast because our primary alternative perks, the one I was using, was like extra accuracy, extra handling, things like that. But now 25% extra damage, and it's not its maximum damage because there are weighted bullets. You can get 25% extra Leos ammo for 20% extra damage. So this thing can go to passively 11 power plus the 25% extra damage from the primary perk. Does it worth it? If you play Gunslinger, yeah, this is weighted bullets doesn't affect you because you can get a lot of ammo back. But if you don't play Gunslinger, this might affect you, especially for extreme, because you don't have unlimited ammo, and the ammo boxes consume a lot of ammo unless you have a fixer. So for the solo, usually I play this. But yeah, this is one of the best perk I have seen so far. It's totally worth it in my opinion. So the battle rifle at tier 3 has one new perk, Camper. This weapon damage is increased by 20% and handling by 35% where there are no zombies near. So first of all, this is an excellent perk, I like it. However, it depends how much I like. What does it mean near? How many meters? I don't know, or inches, whatever. How close is near? Is like 5 melee range near? If they are in melee range, this is excellent. You go a little further and you have 20% extra damage and 35% extra handling. Damage is like, if you don't know, it's the #1 stat for the weapons. Damage. The more damage the weapon has, the better the weapon. It may sound like, oh my god, it's a muscle head bulldozer, but yeah, damage is the best stat by far for the weapons. So you have full auto, which doesn't worth enough for the 25% magazine. It's okay. Extra accuracy and range for this very situational thing that may trigger. Yeah, camper is my default, especially if the near is melee range. If the near is like 10 meters, this may change. I don't know what near means. In my opinion, near means like close to melee range or double the melee range. Whenever you find you have to do melees to be near the zombie, which is still good. You will have this like up a lot of times, especially when you handle when you face the horde. For the tier 3, I got 12 assault gun, we have Gravedigger. This weapon damage increases by 25% when 3 or more zombies are near. Look, 25% is a lot of damage and very, very appreciative. However, once again, whatever near means. If it's 10 meters, you could kind of abuse this and go near the pyramid for 10 meters or near the zombies that will form the pyramid for 10 meters You can take full advantage of this during the swarms, and it's excellent. However, if 3 means in melee range, it's not as good, if that means that. Because you won't take advantage as often, especially during the swarm attack. You have to go close to the swarm, just in melee range. It is not optimal. Otherwise, you have to go for this, but 25% extra damage is good. Once again, what near means, they need to specify it. A lot of game developers does that and say, okay, it's near or often or there is a chance. Why we don't have now, I don't know, quote unquote or something, you say, whenever they're near, within melee range, within 10 meters, within 5 meters, so we know what near means. Until we know, I cannot comment how good or bad it is. This is my opinion. If it's melee range, it's not as good. If it's 3 times the melee range, this can be good. And finally, we have the repeating rifle. Electroshock. It requires 3 documents from Phoenix Chapter 2. The first shot from this weapon after reloading stuns special zombies. Okay, I'm not really a fan of this for 2 reasons. First, who uses the repeating rifle? I'm not a big fan of the repeating rifle. Although with 23 magazine and reloading 3 rounds at a time with hand dexterity, its fire rate is 1. It's worse than the tier 2 shotgun. The tier 2 shotgun fires faster than this thing. If this goes to 2, yes, the repeating rifle will be a weapon. But now that's 1. The repeating rifle is excellent for killing specials, because if you consider that you have Bounty Hunter for 50%, not 15, 5-0 more damage to special zombies with a basic power of 9, this is actually a beast to kill the special zombies. I don't know if you need to stun the zombies, especially only your first shot will stun the zombies. So you need to stun the bull? No. If you go for headshots with this thing, 2 or 3 shots, as far as I know, are enough, without explosive ammo. And the Juggernauts, you cannot stun them. The Juggernauts, you have to shoot them in the leg. So you have to either stun the bulls or the Infector, for example, that are more problematic for the first shot. But still, I think you kill the Infector in 2 or 3 shots with headshots, with a 50% extra damage and passive 9 power. So I'm not impressed, especially you need 3 documents from Phoenix 2 to unlock this. Not very impressed, to be honest, for the repeating rifle. It's good, it sounds good in paper, but it's not good for this weapon. For example, if this was for, where is it? Not a combat shotgun. If this was for the double barrel shotgun, so you have shoot, reload, and stun for the first time, this could be, yes, you can spam and abuse it a little bit. Although you can do the same with a, technically, you can do the same with a repeating rifle. You say, okay, why you don't do that? You shot once, you reload, you shot once, you reload, you shot once, you reload. You can stun lock anything. But the problem, once again, with the repeating rifle, a lot of damage already to kill the special zombies. And yeah, if this stun all the zombies it hits, do stun 3 zombies at a time whenever you reload, still wouldn't be impressive, to be honest. It sounds good, but I don't think it will be as useful. It sounds good, but I don't think you will find it a lot useful unless you're a new player. Okay, for new players, this is one of the best perks. Okay, for new players that are not used to go for the headshots, to just take advantage and kill the zombies faster, yes, this could be better. But for experienced players, once you get also become an experienced player, this will become more underwhelming. So that's all the unlockables as far as I know. There is one thing also for the heavy pistol. There is an unlockable firearm. I don't know what's this. UI firearm scheme lock something reward D3. I don't know where this is from. This is not something you can purchase, but it's a golden heavy pistol. Not bad for a skin, especially considering you have the plain skins only. You have this thing. It's actually pretty good. I like golden weapons. They're flashy, but they're kind of funny. So that was it for today. Very, very, very good overall. Although for the classes, very grindy. Now go to Prestige 9. I will release a video what's the best option, what's the best way you can do it. Although If you know it, you go to Marseille too and just go after in the elevator and kill yourself there. But I have optimized the run if you want it. And of course, then there are other options like Horde mode, or in my opinion, yeah, Horde mode and challenge mode if you're not very experienced, or extreme, just run extremes if you want, but these are not optimal, only running extremes. It's good, but you can do it faster if you want. So thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe for more upcoming videos for WorldWarZ Aftermath and other video games, and have a wonderful day, everyone.